medications, I mean about my antidepressants. So I'm gonna try to go as much in detail as I can, but if I miss anything, don't forget to leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer as much as I am acknowledged of it. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. Okay, I also forgot to mention when I'm gonna be doing my hair. I'm gonna be curling it with this little iron. So if you guys see me messing around with my hair, just know that I'm gonna be curling my hair because I want to take some pictures for my Instagram. So yeah, so starting off how I started my medications. So basically I had gone to Northwestern Hospital, and I was told when I went to my appointment, I was told that I was gonna be seeing the doctor. It was probably like 3 appointments in, I think, and I was like, okay, whatever. When I went in, when I had gone in for that appointment, I didn't know I was gonna see my doctor, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna see a medication doctor, so if you want to take medication, you can talk to her and ask her any questions. And when I walked in her office, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be taking medication that's not gonna help me. I was like so against it. I was like, definitely not in my plan, whatever, but I knew that I wasn't feeling well and I needed something to get me better, because I felt like things were gonna get worse. And she was extremely nice. I loved her. She explained everything in detail and how the brain works and why depression happens, and I didn't really understand until she explained it in detail, which I am so grateful for her. So then I was like, you know what, I know I need something to feel better. You know what, I'm just gonna give it a try. Just like, if you don't like it, if your body doesn't take it, we can just stop it completely. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a try. So I did. She's like, well, you're gonna start that tonight. I was like, okay, whatever, I was like, the faster the better, because so that same night when I got off my appointment, at the time I was living with my ex, so basically he drove me to the appointment that day, and I had told him, hey, my medication doctor prescribed some medications, wet medication, and I told him what it was. And like I was saying, he kind of seemed like he was against it, and he was like, no, we're just gonna pick up the medications tomorrow. And I was like, you said what? You're gonna pick up the medications tomorrow? Why can't we just pick them up today, And I was like, it only takes like 15 minutes to pick them up, if even. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go to my grandparents today at 5 or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever, you do, And it really like made me upset, just because I told him it's like something for my mental health, it's for my better, And he was like, no, or just pick them up tomorrow or whatever. And it almost made me feel like he didn't want me to better myself. It seemed like he didn't want to better myself, just because he was like so against it. And then after that I was like, okay, whatever, like you go to them and I'll just go and pick up my medications. So we went to his house, I dropped him off, and I was like, I'm gonna go to Walgreens and pick up my medications. And I did, and I picked up my medications, and I told one of my friends what's going on, and then she like helped me and stuff. And then like I was just so stressed that I didn't know what to do. The last thing I wanted to do was just argue about that. So basically I just went back, took the medication. Surprisingly, like, not gonna lie, I took it and I felt so calm right away. It's weird, I know. It usually doesn't take effect right away. Since it was like the 5 milligrams they started me on, it was the Lexapro 5 milligrams to be like, after he came back from like his grandparents that day, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I know I should have gone with you to pick up the medications. I'm sorry, next time that's not gonna happen. I was like, okay, whatever, you know, because I knew it was gonna happen again. It kept happening in the past, so it was like, whatever, like, you know. But then I kind of just slept that night. I didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I slept that night. And then I didn't really feel much symptoms when I took it, like, right away, but I know like a week later, while I was on the 5 milligrams, I started to feel pretty weird. Like I was saying, I started to feel like pretty weird. I almost felt like lightheaded. I wanted to throw up, and I felt like, I don't know, but like people describe it like as if you were high, like you're not in this world, like everything seems unreal. And I thought, like, shit, what did they give me? So I was like scared as hell. All I wanted to do was sleep. I was working 8-hour shifts and walking, well, almost running, walking non-stop the whole shift, and it was a horrible experience. So yeah, that was a pretty bad experience. I was going to work, I was literally almost throwing up. I felt like I shouldn't even been going to work, and but I ended up going through all that. Then I told my doctor, hey, like, all this is going on, like, I don't know if it's normal. She's like, yeah, I mean, all these symptoms, feeling like you're not in this world, and like just not feeling present, is basically a symptom. It's basically a symptom. So your body just has to get used to all of this new medication that's going in your body. So don't worry, over time you're gonna be like a normal person. You're not even gonna realize that those symptoms will be there. And I was like, I don't think these symptoms are gonna ever go away. So it was like 24 hours all the time, and it was like, I couldn't eat. Loss of appetite was always present, and like so basically at the time that I was doing my medication, I was also doing in-person therapy with a therapist, and I was also doing group sessions. So there was like a variety of different people, and all this stuff that I don't add in this video, I'm definitely going to be adding a separate video to explain everything in detail, like I said in the past. But for now, we're just going to be focused on this Lexapro video. So basically, after my body got used to the 5 milligrams, I just felt that I just needed something more. And she's like, I think your body's ready to add at least 5 milligrams. And I was like, okay, just hope the symptoms aren't as severe as they were the first time, because so yeah, then I started the 10 milligram, and I was surprised because the symptoms weren't as severe anymore. And I started to feel definitely better than I did with the 5 milligrams, just because I guess I started to feel more calm. My anxiety wasn't there as much, and my depression had also lowered. So that was definitely a plus. I was convinced that this was the right medication for me. And she said that they usually start new people on Lexapro just because they don't want to give them something too high or something that it might not work. But usually people that take antidepressants, they always the doctors always start with something and then they just move on to different medications if one doesn't work. So basically for my case, I got pretty lucky because the first medication worked for me. I didn't have to change from medication to medication. The first one, I was like, yep, this is it, you're gonna be good on this. I was like, okay, I'm convinced, and got to a point where a lot of things or changes happened in my life, and I was like, I can't take this anymore. I was crying, tearing. I was like, I need more. And she's like, usually for regular patients, we would go from 10 milligrams to 20 milligrams. 20 milligrams is the most milligrams you can get out of Lexapro. And she's like, I don't know if your body would be okay, just because you did have a lot of side effects at the beginning. So yeah, I did start the 20 milligrams, and I tell you, that was probably the worst mistake I could do ever taking medications, just because when my body went from 10 to 20, my body wasn't ready for it, but mentally I was. And the problem was, when I first took the 20 milligrams right away, my body felt extremely tired. It felt as if I haven't slept in so many days. And literally that next morning, I couldn't get out from bed. I couldn't even do basic stuff. I couldn't even get out from bed to do anything. Not even go to the bathroom or go and get food or get a water bottle. Nothing. Basically, a week after, I waited a week to see if it would go down. But I was like, you know what? I don't think the 20 milligrams is working for me. She was like, okay, just stop and go back to the 10. There's no problem with that. I was like, okay, thank you. And time went by, and she's like I said, people normally have to get 20 milligrams in order to get all the benefits from Lexapro. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again, just because before I used to feel extremely tired and there was other effects that I got. But she's like, time has gone by. I think your body's ready for it. So if you want to give it a shot, just do it. And she's like, just take your time. If you feel ready, just do it. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait, And then it was a week after, I started to have a lot of mixed feelings. I don't know why, out of nowhere, I felt suicidal. And that week, I was like, that day actually, I was like, you know what? I don't want to go through the same things that I went through. I want to better myself. And I had a really positive mentality. So I was like, you know what? She told me to take the 20 milligrams, and she feels like my body's ready for it. So I went ahead, took the 20 milligrams. After that, no negative thoughts. I felt pretty calm. Went to sleep that night. The next morning, I felt amazing. Didn't have those negative thoughts anymore. Yes, the medication does not numb your personality. It basically helps with making people feel happy. And that is something that, to this day, I'm so grateful that Lexapro exists, and any type of medication like that, any type of medical professional, I'm just so grateful, because now I go back and realize, wow, they saved not only did they save my life, but they changed the people that I was in groups with lives, and the people in the past and people in the future. And it's something I look forward to doing someday in my future, and being able to change people's lives and be there when no one else is there for them. So also I wanted to give a reference of how the medication looks like. So like I just showed you guys, I have like different bottles here and they're already empty, so like they're already used. But so this is one of the 5 milligrams that I used to first take. I had a few left because I transitioned to the 20 milligrams like I said. So that's a pretty tiny pill, as you guys can see. It has like its own individual label, so I know like which bottle it goes to. But I'm gonna be showing you guys now the 20 milligrams, which is the one that I'm currently taking right now. So this one's definitely a lot bigger. Hold on, let me put them both together so you guys can see the differences. So this is the 20 milligram and this is the 10 milligram. I'm gonna put them back in their little place. So basically I've been on Lexapro for 4 months. I'm gonna be going to 5 months on Lexapro. So what you guys may be asking are, has there been days that I have forgotten to take my medicine and what happens? So basically yes, there's been a few days where I have forgotten to take my medicine, but nothing really happens when I skip a day or two, just because Lexapro takes a while to wear off. It'll be in your body for like about a month or two, I don't know exactly, but it doesn't wear off right away. So you're okay if you like miss 1 day or two, but more than that I would. And something that my medicine doctor recommended me, and I know a lot of people should know this, and whoever's taking like Lexapro or whatever, you shouldn't stop taking your medication like from 20 milligrams to 0. That's like the biggest mistake you could do to your body, just because you're gonna have a lot of bad side effects. What my doctor recommended me was to actually mention it to her and slowly slow down, slowly like go down on the doses. Like if you're on 20, go to 15 over time, not right away. You can't cut it right away, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of bad side effects. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Well, yes, I'm gonna continue taking Lexapro whenever my doctor tells me it's okay to get off of it, or I don't know how long I'm gonna be on it. It could be a month, 2 months from now, a year, 2 years, I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm getting better. I don't know if you guys can see through the camera, but so guys, I'm going to continue taking my Lexapro. I don't know when I'm gonna get off of them. That's up to the doctor and up to how my well-being gets better and my actions and all that good stuff. So I think this is it for this video. I was going to put the quote of the day today on this little board that I have where I usually write my quotes, but I can't find my Sharpie. I don't know where I put it. So if you guys are interested in getting mental health, I honestly 100% recommend it. At first I was so against it. I was like, no, I don't need that, no. And like I said, I was so against medication too. I know there's a lot of people that are against medication and mental health. They think it's not real. But I can honestly say the best decision I've ever done in my life was seek for mental health help. Just because they saved my life, and without the medication or them, I probably wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. and I'm just so blessed. And you guys, I don't know if I talk about this. I don't know if I've talked about this coloring in my videos, but I actually did this while I was in the inpatient at the ER. So if you guys want a story behind this, I can totally do a video. Just comment down below, and all of those good videos are gonna be coming. And also, I'm gonna be doing the quote to close this video up today. So that quote that I'm gonna be ending today's video is: give yourself 100% credit for how far you got it. And I can proudly say that I am proud of who this person right here standing. I'm proud of this person, and I'm proudly happy for how far I've gotten. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.